All know that President Biden is coming this week to visit Canada. Our demands as Conservatives are very reasonable. They are simply to do what Conservatives were able to do when we were in office. One, Conservatives were able to get an end to the illegal softwood lumber tariffs the Americans had imposed within 3 months of Prime Minister Harper taking office. After Trudeau took office, the Americans slapped those tariffs back on our lumber. And they've been there ever since. Trudeau has since had 6 years, and he hasn't been able to do what Harper did in 3 months. We want an end to softwood lumber tariffs so that our forestry workers can get bigger, more powerful, inflation-proof paychecks. Two, in the Harper era, we got an exemption to Buy America. President Obama allowed Canadian construction companies to deliver projects run by American states, even though he had Buy America rules against other countries. Trudeau's now had 8 years to get the same kind of exemption to Buy America, and he has failed. We want an end to Buy America so that our construction workers get powerful paychecks. Three, prior to Trudeau, we never had illegal migration in mass numbers at Roxham Road or anywhere else. We want an end to the illegal border crossings at Roxham Road and across the country. Again, something Conservatives were able to deliver. So these are reasonable things that have been done before, but after 8 years of Trudeau, he has failed to deliver upon. In exchange, I think we need to be clear that we will stand with the Americans for a stronger military and stronger continental defense to keep all of our people safe. We welcome President Biden, but it's time for us to bring it home. Bring it home for our forestry workers, our construction workers. Bring it home for secure borders and lawful immigration, and bring home national security for all Canadians and all North Americans. Thank you.
Sur le chemin, Roxane, qu'est-ce que vous voudriez que le message soit précisément, la demande soit pour le président américain?
What should the request and demands be?
C'est vraiment Justin Trudeau qui a la
Well,
capacité de
it's
faire
really
des-
Justin Trudeau who has the ability to close Roxham. He should do it. He is indicating that it's the responsibility of Joe Biden to protect our borders. I think it's the Prime Minister of Canada who should protect the borders of Canada. And as a Prime Minister, I would take responsibility for our own borders, and I would end the illegal immigration, mass immigration. What would make this visit a success? Put an end to duties on softwood lumber and exempt Canada from Buy America and close Roxham Road. It's been 8 years. It's been 8 years. Don't forget that Mr. Harper was able within 2 or 3 months to fix these same problems. So it's been 8 years that Justin Trudeau's been in power. It's now his responsibility to finally end the illegal tariffs on softwood lumber and end Buy America, which attacks our construction industries.
We had the Safe Third Country Agreement before Justin Trudeau, and we did not have mass illegal migration. We had the same border with the Americans before Justin Trudeau. We did not have the mass illegal migration. This is a Justin Trudeau problem. It is not an American problem. It is not a Safe Third Country problem. It is a Justin Trudeau problem. We, as Conservatives, were able to maintain secure borders and lawful immigration, and that's what we want. Close Roxham Road and use the savings to accelerate the processing of lawful immigration, including for refugees, so that they can come here more quickly but legally.
What specifically is missing from the Trudeau government's administration that is allowing illegal migrants to cross the border?
Well, the border at Roxham Road was closed during COVID, and it worked. So let's close Roxham Road and end illegal border crossings so that we can put those same resources into faster, fairer treatment for lawful immigrants, whether they're refugees, those coming to reunite with families, or economic immigrants coming here to work.
L'administration américaine dit qu'il faut s'attaquer au problème à la racine des migrations irrégulières et pas à des symptômes comme le chemin Roxham ou ce qui se passe à la frontière.
Like Roxham Road. What do you answer to that?
Je pense que
I believe that the problem is that people are crossing the border illegally at Roxham Road, and we need to close Roxham Road to establish a system based on rules of law that is just and equitable for all immigrants.
How Canada matches the level of spending that Biden is putting forward in the U.S. and its potential implications for the Canadian economy, not the Buy America provisions itself, but the money he's spending there and what we might be prepared to do here.
The biggest reason why we're losing jobs and opportunities to the other parts of the world is you can't get anything built in Canada. We're ranked 64th in the world for the time it takes to get a building permit. We have not issued Canada has not issued a single permit for the Ring of Fire in Northern Ontario, which has the minerals for electrification. I met with First Nations from Northern Ontario who've been waiting 5 years and spent $50 million to get a permit for a road to get to the eventual mine, and they still don't have the permit. So it doesn't matter how much money we spend, as long as we block our businesses from building things, it won't result in jobs or production. If we want to bring home our jobs, our industry, our paychecks, we have to get government gatekeepers out of the way and allow us to build factories, mines, pipelines, and other key economic infrastructure to bring it home.
On jobs and industry, would your party be comfortable continuing to spend billions to prop up the auto manufacturing sector in Ontario and Quebec in order not to lose out on jobs and foreign investment?
The best way to bring home jobs and investment is to remove the government gatekeepers that shut out construction in this country. We need to be the fastest place in the developed world to safely get a building permit for a factory, a mine, a pipeline, or other major industrial projects. We want to bring home our money and our jobs. We have to get out of the way and let builders build.
A bigger role in Haiti. What should we do?
Encore, nous avons déjà, je vous donne un exemple.
Again, and I'll give you an example. In 2021, we produced zero lithium, even though we're the 6th country in terms of lithium reserves. Why? Because it can take up to 25 years to obtain a permit for a mine in Canada. It takes 18 months elsewhere. So if we want to produce lithium here for electric batteries, we need to accelerate the system, get rid of the paperwork, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to wait 25 years for a mine when other countries are able to do it within 18 months. So the investments will come from the private sector if we accelerate the approval of these projects. That's just common sense.
Well, we'll have to let's get the details on that. I'd like to see the details. I'd really like to see how much was involved and how many jobs we're getting for it. Last one. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you.
Conservative leader Leader Poilievre talking on a number of issues, especially illegal migration as well as national security and jobs in the country. But right now, let's head across to the Prime Minister, who's also taking questions ahead of the Liberal caucus.